Welcome to UEOM Internet Church, October 10, 2024, Episode 19. Regardless of what humans attempt to understand, to communicate what is understood, from self to others, others to self, the very thoughts of it can be unconsciously, subconsciously registered in the individual's brain, referential to a previous experience, to be potentially, consciously, eventually referred to awareness of a system. Previous experiences can be before or subsequent to knowing of the thought structural system's integrity that accommodates the information which the mind and brain of the observer processes. In any event, experience always comes before thinking, and systems alter other systems. Consciously coordinated system awareness of a thought begins imaginably as two spheres come together. The two spheres from center point to center point initiates two radius lines, which eventually can be described as a prime vector radius. Logically, three closest packed unit radius that's the same size spheres show 3 points, 3 lines, 1 triangle. Following the repeated steps, adding a 4th unit radius sphere atop at the center of the 3 closest packed spheres presents to the artist-scientist's observation 6 lines interrelating the 4 points, evidencing the topology of a tetrahedron. When conceptually abstracting this tetrahedral topological pattern integrity from the surface upon which it is scribed, the observer can see 4 triangular faces as openings or windows, 6 vectors as edges, 4 corners as vertexes, unconstrained by the concept solid. Synergetic minds naturally independently evolving consciousness experiences a sense of accomplishment. To have illustrated a relevantly identified system, the minimum structural system that in metaphysical truth is conceptualized independent of size, time-space sizing, by its inherent imagination's consciously coordinated thought and action, thought and language, as this potential, non-identically repetitive experience alters previous experience with knowledge of a system that was previously unknown to such explicable degree. The word degree has many definitions, as I can see, looking into Oxford University Press Dictionary and Thesaurus. The most synergetically generalized with respect to conceptually closest packing unit radius spheres define a degree, which can be equivalent to any fraction of a 60, 90, or 180 degrees of angle, as a unit of measurement of systems, angular events, correlatively with informed awareness of the only 2 possible covariables that are operatives in all universe design, which is modification of angles and frequencies. Once known thus, these initiating incremental steps, commencing with a union of at minimum 2 interrelating close-packed edge-to-edge spheres, then 3 and 4 closest packed spheres, including applicable topological terminology, the consciously coordinating observer's metaphysical intellect, As a communicating personality whose synergetic mind self-inaugurated education experientially trusts relying on this experimental self-evident innate ability as an intelligent function of the intelligently informed individual's omni-rational universe. This is because from the point of an inception, when the tip of the pen is put to the page, prior to scribing one circle as a sphere, another closest packed circle sphere, the one line of a radius between 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and subsequently the topological characteristics of the geometrical system, the entire assembly, in principle, derived from the synergetic mind's cognizable and recognizable potential from metaphysical physical universe. Surely the eternal all-knowing mind, UEOM, universe eternal omniscient mind, designs humans with an integral imagination that is capable of scribing lines, points, circles, spheres, triangles, tetrahedrons on a blank surface, a piece of paper, or any surface like the surface of planet Earth that serves to illustrate a conceptuality of the surface to volume, volume to surface, convex, concave, differentiating outside from inside while trusting the information resource, which in this case are Buckminster Fuller Synergetics, is 2 volumes of models. And from personal observations decades ago at his seminars in California and World Game Workshops in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Compare 2 years of attending elementary education at a Catholic boarding school in Montreal, Canada, elementary public schools in the U.S., the closest packing sphere's information is indelibly recallable from memory as an anticipatory design science cogently applicable regenerating tool that also identifies one quantum of energy, a quantum module that consists of 24 quanta modules. Whatever the smallest conceivable particle is called, it is a conceptual point, a tetrahedron of negligible base to altitude that is conceptualized by the synergetic mind's metaphysical intellect's generalized conceptioning field of thought, independent of the particles, the system's size. Knowing that it is size alone that can come to zero, not the conceptuality, assures self-awareness, self-to-otherness, uniquely individual intelligence, its innate imaginative ability to formulate conceptually that systems thinking is a mutual, coexisting consciousness evolution design science proclivity that in principle, coinciding with generalized conceptioning, is potentially an inherently stabilizing system, correlating to the balanced two-ness in a world wherein individual economic initiatives can perpetually regenerate the energy that comes from UEOM's galaxies of stars, and not from the World Wide Web generated insatiable controlling perpetuation. Those World Wide Web proclivities resort to AI as a type of last stand before the synergetic mind's metaphysical truth that produces the commonwealth of human life support restores order, resets the intricate awareness potential that can read again in Synergetics 440.01 that in quote zero pulsation in the vector equilibrium is the nearest approach we will ever know to eternity and God. Renaming the sound word God to UEOM, E-O-M, eternal, omniscient mind. in the lowercase, and God in uppercase. To UEOM, UEOM, Universe Eternal Omniscient Mind, encourages self-validating proficiencies, initiating with closest packing spheres, reiterating vectors, vertexes, triangular openings, which is a conceptuality of universe's constant relative abundance, as well as an absolute accommodation network of energy articulation. As we can read in Synergetics 201.10, accommodation of proclivities, phases, and disciplines, the motion freedoms, and the always and only coexisting complementarities are listed therein. Obviously, such system-validating information refers to the self-regenerating, eternally conserved energy that all life on Earth requires for every conceivable function. The synergetic, energetic, regenerating pattern integrity does not derive from the PRJWBCHM, politics, religion, justice, war, belief, complex hierarchical matrix, as do the profit motivations that redirect human intelligence away from the metaphysical truths of metaphysical physical universe of EOM. Time to time, why not recall that one molecule of any element ratioed to one space is a cosmic democracy? Why not consider the differentials of consciousness are propagated in the positive and negative asymmetries, which is conceptually at the zero phase integrity referential to zero pulsations in the vector equilibrium, the nearest approach to UEOM that we will ever know. Let's not engender delusional misdirections, especially when intentionally avoiding awareness of the prime system's geometries. Those geodesics, one of which Earth is said to be, a 10,000 frequency geodesic, which imaginably must be a conceptuality of omnitriangulated surface to volume invisible atoms. What if such informed awareness associates the pattern integrity with all the cells in the human anatomy? The pattern integrity that cosmologically derived by design from EOM. Would such potential induce responsibility for elementary education of the self-governing proficiencies to be consciously responsible for all the products that are produced for human consumption and our treasured pets from the animal kingdom, as it were, that must not comprise detrimental ingredients to destroy cellular health? Do we dare start with a pineal gland situated at the center of the brain, the left and the right side of the human brain? Suggested reading, Synergetics, Table of Contents, Synergetics 440.01, Vector Equilibrium as Zero Model, Synergetics 500 Conceptuality, YouTube, Dr. Brandon Crawford, Methylene Blue, Miracle Cure or Medical Myth, book, Melatonin Miracle Molecule by John Lawrence. Search online to locate this publication from January 30th, 2023. Until next time, thank you from Christina, Universe Citizen.